Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Varda Hossaini from Economic Club Karachi, and in today's economic view desk, we will be discussing, as usual, some international and some local business news or economic news. Starting from the local economic news, as everywhere, it's said that Bitcoin is as the worth of the Bitcoin was in 2013. So now, same goes with the AI. So one must be affluent or in handling with AI. Means in a nutshell, we could say that technology is gaining its pace with every passing moment. Same goes with the technology here in Pakistan. We all know that technology sector means the service sector, which is contributing almost more than 53% to the GDP of Pakistan, is again gaining a lot of weightage. But another good news for digital Pakistan is that Google Wallet will be soon welcoming here in Pakistan, and as per the internal document leaked by the local sources, they stated this thing that soon we could expect that digital wallet or digital payment sources here in Pakistan, and that will be a beginning of a new Pakistan, or you may say the technology oriented Pakistan. As we all know that with the within the recent years, Pakistan has gained a lot of momentum towards the adoption of digital technology. And we have also experienced this thing that number of the users, they have switched to the mobile apps and the usage of the digital technology because of their ease of doing their work. And a part of that, in addition to this, through the e-transaction, when we are talking about the pace of the e-transaction, so it has gained momentum to 9.6% of overall transaction. And this pace has a doubled within last 2 years. On the contrary, when we are looking at the cash transaction, so yes, it's the major mode of transaction or the payment. 36% of Pakistanis, they still pay their expenses or their stuff, they deal in cash. And yes, with the introduction, or you may say with the arrival of Google Wallet, we could see that the ease of doing business will be more here in Pakistan. More of the international investors, they could have their platforms here in Pakistan. We could see that most of the consumer here in Pakistan, they are paying their utility bills through their mobile apps with the usage of these technologies. So for sure, it will be very helpful for the digital Pakistan to grow further. Whether we are talking about the economics or in technology, that will be for sure helpful to bring more investment here in Pakistan. On the contrary, when we are talking about the exports of Pakistan, there is some good news regarding Pakistan, that Pakistan has gained a bid of 50,000 tons of metric tons of long white rice or long green white rice from Bangladesh. And this statement has been published by Trading Corporation of Pakistan. A number of the bidders, they have asked to submit their bid. And yes, for sure, if the exports are increasing, so that could for sure bring some balance of payment, or could erect some of our balance of payment. So I think that that will be helpful for Pakistan economy to focus further towards the exports. I will not accelerate economic growth. This statement has been given or stated by Finance Ministry or Finance Minister Mr. Aurangzeb. Despite the growth of 0.92%, or despite 9.92% economic growth in the first quarter, Finance Minister here in Pakistan, he stated so. The reason only behind this statement is that he believed that Pakistan could only grow with having the sustainable economic growth through the increase of export. Although it has been predicted that the economic growth rate, will be from 2.5 to 3.5% this year. And yes, he's absolutely right here that Pakistan could bring, if Pakistan is bringing more of the exports, so that will be helpful for Pakistan to increase, as I told you earlier, for the rice export, that it will bring more, or erect its balance of payment. But there are certain, again, pros and cons of every decision. If we want to increase our export, or rather it's very favorable in the current conditions for Pakistan, that if as we have a very depreciated currency rates, so if we are looking towards exporting more, so it will be beneficial for us also, and for importers also, because in the global market our products are a bit cheap in comparison to our competitors. But it's not only about export, that if we are on the cranny to increase the exports, so for sure the economies from where we are only exporting, there's always an equation of give and take. So we do have to import something, otherwise it could affect relationship. Alternatively, if whatever the exported products we are exporting, they are essentials to them, and we are very competitive, we do have the competitive advantage, so this is something else. So for sure, I think this statement is remarkable by FinMin, our finance ministry. But let's see what could be the repercussions. Although when we are talking about the international news, so oil and gold, they have a heavy weightage within this. When we are talking about gold, so as per the analyst, this year, means right after the beginning of 2025, it has been predicted that gold is not gonna hit 3,000 US dollar in 2025, and there are certain reasons behind that. Although the demand is very high, as 53 tons of gold has been reserved by different central banks, as we know this, that right after the global uncertainty and geopolitical tensions, the central banks globally, they have started purchasing tons of golds. And only we could experience that Singapore has sold its gold reserved by 5 ton. And otherwise we could see that China, Turkey, India, Poland, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Jordan, and Czech Republic countries, means all the emerging economies, they have a focus to reserve, to have a hefty gold reserve as per their convenience, so that they could be in safe zone. And you may say that, as we all know this, that the gold provide some cushion in case of emergency, and to have certain gold reserves, that is a surety to have the economic stability within some country, or within the respective economy. But as I have shared the prediction, that it has been already predicted right after the beginning of 2025, that gold is not gonna hit um, $3,000. So if you are interested in the gold investment, so for sure you must have a look on this thing. But when we are talking about the oil prices again dependent on the decision of a newly elected US government. If there are certain sanctions placed, if there will be certain sanctions on Iran by US, so there could be some rift there within the market, and the prices could have some shift. Otherwise, the demand of oil, due to the geopolitical condition, that is again a question.